Welcome to a DLP set review. This is DLP set 9054 Spider-Man set, and you can see here we have at least 3 figures that's based on Spider-Man Homecoming, and I'm going to compare this particular suit with the Deku one because that's the one I've just filmed as well. So yes, for some reason, let's look at all the accessories we have. So first of all, we have a bunch of spare minifigure hands. That's pretty cool. There are no minifigure stands in this, but every packet you get a bunch of stuff. So in the entire set, you get 4 of these, 2 black and 2 white Spider-Man webs. You got these pieces here, which you've seen for quite some time now with many bootlegs. There's a handle on the end for Spider-Man to hold on to, and it looks like he's shooting the web. You get 2 of these small Spider-Man web pieces, usually quite fragile. You get 1 black and 1 white of these little feather pieces, and you also get 1 white and 1 black of these little umbrella hood pieces, where you attach this bar on the end for Spider-Man to hold on to. And for whatever reason, they also put in every single one of these, there's a glow-in-the-dark ball that's can attach to, see the hands holding onto it on the end there. Don't know why, but there's 8 of these in the set, and for whatever reason they also given us these custom build, really colorful, guess it still follows the Spider-Man color scheme for this movie at least, Beyblade things. No, it spins pretty well, I guess. Actually, they spin actually really well. Some little blue and red blades on here, so if you want colored blue and red pieces of those axe pieces that you don't really see anywhere, you can get these, and there you go. Getting those balls are like things on the battlefield of the spinny things, maybe just obstructing things, not really sure. But all of these blade things are designed very poorly because the Technic bar inside. So what you see here is a bottom piece there and 3 pieces of 2x2 round pieces with studs, but for some reason they've also put pieces in there without any studs and without any cross section in the middle for the Technic bar to hold on to. And the Technic bar is kind of not long enough for the entire piece, so you have to build it just right, push the Technic bar in just right, or the top or the bottom will fall off, and that's quite annoying and quite stupid. I don't know why these pieces are in there like that. To quickly compare this with the Deku one, the Deku has a little bit more printed detail on the mask, and the arm printing is much sharper, much cleaner, has metallic print on it. But I think the torso on this one is just a little bit better. The eyes are a little bit smudged though compared to the Deku one. Deku one has side leg printing as well, just to complete the whole look of the coloring. And quick look on the back. They both have very simple print designs. But just get this hood piece off, which the Deku one does not have. He has no printing detail underneath whatsoever. So yeah, Deku one wins for now. This one is decent, but just not quite there yet. On the other hand, their version of the proper suit is much nicer than the Deku one. The blue is not as dark as the Deku one, and you actually see the texture and pattern on the blue areas. The mask is also printed much cleaner as well. Side print is pretty decent compared to the Deku one. So that's pretty good. Now the one that's special from this set is this figure right here, because this is like the poster look. This is when he's like inside a warehouse or something, and it's just, I'm a little bit cold, I'm going to put on a jacket and just wait for a while. However, they kind of ruined it by having a different color scheme with both these figures. They're meant to be, he's meant to be wearing this suit still, just with a jacket on top, and yet the colors are different. The eye design is also a little bit different as well, so that's a bit silly, but I guess you can just swap these legs around, swap the heads around, and it will do. Then we have classic Spider-Man figure from the Sam Raimi movies. Looks fine, looks like what it should, it's got the metallic print and stuff, looks okay. This black suit one, I've previously had another version of him, and the other version is nicer. The lining on this one's far too thick, far too blurry. The old one I have from a different set is much nicer. And then we have this blue futuristic Spider-Man suit, and I do have a previous version of him still, but the one I have is made out of transparent plastic, and it's a darker color, which I think the dark color matches what I've seen a bit better than this lighter color, but this one is still pretty good. It's printed all the way around. These little white dots are not metallic. It's got arm printing as well. They're printed pretty nicely. I just think that since this is a futuristic suit, the transparent one kind of matches it a bit more. If this one right here is printed on a darker blue plastic, I would have liked it. But the print job on it is okay, decent enough, and I'm still quite impressed with the white dots in here. So I like both of these. I just slightly prefer the transparent blue one that I have a little bit more. And then we have this sort of firefly suit. I can't remember the name of it, but once again, I do have a previous figure of this, which I think it's meant to be based on the same design, and this one looks much nicer with all the gold lining and sharper details compared to this one right here. It's not that good. And then we have a white version of that futuristic suit. Not really sure if this is an actual frame, but the closest thing I can have to it is something like this. And I don't know, it doesn't do much for me. I've not seen the suit anywhere else, and honestly, if you have this one, then what's the point of this white one? Printing of these are sharp enough. The Sam Raimi suit right here, his chest print is slightly off-center compared to the white layer that they printed on him, but it's good enough. All these are pretty nice to look at. In here are decent enough if you don't have any other ones to compare them with. They're pretty good. The overall clutch on all these are also pretty decent as well. Nothing's too tight, nothing's too loose. And for the most part, DLP does have a pretty consistent quality control, so if you pick up a set of these, they should look almost like what you see here. The accessories are weird, colorful pieces, but kids might have fun with those, doing something else with them, just not what their original intent was. The glow-in-the-dark balls also might come in useful. A lot of web pieces, that's nice in the Spiderman set as well, but no minifigure stands or anything, so you're just gonna have to make your own or find some spares. Yeah, pretty decent set, pretty good. If you don't have these figures already, then it's a nice one to pick up. For me, really, the only reason to get this set is this one right there, if you want something from the Spider-Man Homecoming poster. Yeah, all the other suits have been produced before by other sets, so there's not too much going on here. Subscribe, suggest, and comment below, and go take care and have a nice day. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye now.